My name is Rod. This is Ian, and we're both from Priologic. Priologic is a general services company where we're located over in Victoria, BC. We've done custom development teams since about 2003, so we've been around for quite a while. In the WebRTC land, we've been here ever since the first WebRTC Expo in 2012, and we've been coming back every single, I guess, twice a year. So we've been having fun definitely in the WebRTC sphere. One of our things that you might know us for is ezRTC. ezRTC itself is a full-stack open-source solution. It includes demos, a JavaScript client, and a server, all kind of bundled up together that can be easily installed within a few minutes. And I've done shows previously where I've shown how that can be installed in about 40 seconds, I think is my record. So it does install on Windows, Mac, and Linux. It has a good development community, and we've got quite a few people that are actually out there using it. But what we're actually going to be showing off here today is what we've been working on in the TalkTalkComm land. TalkTalkComm is a free video conference solution out there on the web that includes free chats for up to 4 users at a time. There's no need for passwords for guests. You just guests just to get a picture taken, and it's super simple in order to log in. We've got text messaging, screen sharing, file sharing, and we've actually done a fair bit of work. If you checked it out in last year, we've done a fair bit of work recently for actually making it a lot more cleaner and updated. So why don't we take a look and see what the new talk looks like. So when you show up to talk, you get a nice little screen where you can actually then choose what you want as a room name. And so why don't we just kind of log in here as Expo 5, this being the 5th one. And we're going to join the room. And this is one of the new things where we've now got microphone checking and such, just to have a verification that it's all working. Microphone's working, camera's working, and next spot is, let's take a quick snapshot. All right. So that is going to be a snapshot that we're going to be seeing in a little bit of time. Okay, and I'm going to be joining the room, and okay, I'm already in. Okay. Tour? Oh, yes, sorry. I was just being told I have to take the tour. This is actually another new feature where just allowing people to be able to see what's going on. Kind of in a visual fashion as far as, first connecting in, you get to see what each one of the buttons does, and making it a little bit easier than our old style where we had a great big help file that kind of went on and on and on, and it's, so new users can get introduced to doing video conferencing in an easier way. Next up, I'm thinking we might get a hello from Ian. Okay, what you don't hear right now is the bongo drums, where we've got the traditional bongo drums. This is a nice ring sound. So I'm going to go ahead and accept Ian as an okay here. One of the capabilities we also have is to say no, we don't want Ian to come in, and give him a message for him to maybe try later. And so we've now got Ian. So now that Ian is in, we can kind of show off some of the different view options that we now have available. One of my favorites is this full screen layout, and this is new, where we get to have whoever's actually speaking and on a full screen, and so it's a nice visual way to see what's going on. We've got the capability of muting microphones and cameras. This is a self-mute. So if I'm needing to sneeze for a second or have some noise that's going on behind me, I can mute myself, or I can also mute Ian if he's being too loud. Next up, I can also turn on and off my camera. And this is where, now I'll kind of show you this. where when you turn off your camera, it actually just automatically shows whatever your freeze frame was for when you first started up. When we've been doing this locally in our own scrums and such, we often have it's kind of a tradition for everybody to make funny faces or do boos and yays, and you freeze frame whenever you agree or disagree with whatever somebody else is saying. And turn on the camera again. And actually, I'm a little bit shy here. I'm going to face this over so you guys can be all in. Okay, so next part is text messaging. So you'll notice that over here on the right-hand side, we've got some indication that there is some text messages waiting. So there are some messages from Ian.
Okay. So we have just your basic text messaging going back and forth. If I come over here, I can reply. You'll see that it uses the snapshot from the beginning there, and you can change the snapshot as time goes on. And then we also have file transfers. So I'm going to drag a file onto you guys, and you should see a file transfer pop up. So there it is.
Let's take a look at it. Okay, so we got a flying pig. You'll actually see the flying pig come into things a little bit later. So the file transfer is one of the capabilities that we actually really like as far as in our office for doing quick and dirty file transfers that is in a secure environment, especially if we're needing to do things like private passwords or keys and such. And next up is screen share. We've now added a new screen share capability. Let's see if that works up in this multiple window thing that we have going on here. And yeah, okay, so screen share is not working on this one where I think the window is actually off in another way, but here's actually Ian's screen share that he's actually showing off on his own local laptop.
I'm actually resizing it right now, and it will maintain the aspect ratio and go to the maximum size so you don't miss anything from the screen share. And you can switch between screen share and the camera. So I'm switching. I'll go back to screen share again, and then I'll just turn off screen share. Okay, and then we're also offering a white label generation where you can get your own private instance of Talk up and running, and that basically has this form where you kind of just fill in some. Okay, so we just have the simple form where you can put in your title, and then there's a subdomain here which would go on spaceham.talk.com. You can pick some. There's a preview down here below, but the resolution's a little small, so I'll just scroll back and forth. But as you change the colors, you can kind of just get a quick preview, of what you might get there. And then we have a pre-baked Spaceham version going. As you can see in the top left, there's Spaceham title that you would have put in the form, and some custom CSS animations. That was really difficult to get in a flying pig.
Yeah, so the goal with the white label is to make it easier for businesses who actually want to come up with a quick video conferencing solution and get it branded to whatever they want. You don't have to choose ham. And so to finish off with, you are invited to a pizza and wing night that we actually have offering tomorrow night at 6:30, and which is going to be a general thing where everybody can come in and just have some beer and take a look at a few demos that are going on. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.